It's October, so you know what that means? It's time to perform our favorite demonic rituals with our good friend Mario. And whoops, we may have accidentally unleashed a powerful demon along with shrouding the Mushroom Kingdom in eternal night. Guess Mario Odyssey is a horror game now. So what does that mean for us exactly? Well, besides being harder to see, we now have this demonic heart constantly chasing us that's out for blood. We also have to manage Mario's sanity. This bar will deplete over time, and when it's empty, Mario will start to take damage. Like normal, I'd start the game in Cap Kingdom and meet up with Cappy, but the heart was not far behind. Cap Kingdom is pretty linear, so keeping the heart at a distance is pretty easy until I reach the first boss fight of the run, Topper. And let me just say, heck this fight. Whenever I died, we'd respawn at the checkpoint with the heart spawning nearby. Once I got up to the fight and attacked Topper, the heart would come up through the ground and kill me. It'd take a few tries, but eventually I'd avoid the heart, get a friendly heart to spawn that'd heal up Mario's sanity, and then finally finish the Topper fight. Yeah, Cappy can grab it too and no! Oh, it was freaking on top of me. That fucking heart. To make matters worse, I'd beaten Topper, but because the story hadn't progressed past that, whenever I went back up to the arena, the game would crash. I decided to start a new game and was especially careful to not die after killing Topper this time. I'd move into Cascade Kingdom and gosh, playing through this mod just feels like I have a flashlight centered on Mario with no clue as to what might be hiding in the darkness nearby. The scariest part, chat, is we know somewhere there is a heart just lurking and waiting. Like it's probably right behind me right now. Oh, yep, there it is. I'd go on to fight Madame Brutal, who would stand in the darkness while hurling her golden chain chomp right at me. We'd capture it and throw it right back. The golden chain chomp would actually make this fight a lot easier because whenever we're in a capture, our sanity meter would freeze and the heart would teleport away until we got out. This did add some confusion to the fight because whenever the heart warped away, I no longer had any idea of where it was. Noticed too late and Mario would die. I'd eventually beat her and then head to the next kingdom, Sand Kingdom. This is where the game would really start to open up. I collected some moons and decided to head towards the first boss of the kingdom, Harriet. Well, that was until I found out I can't even enter 2D sections, making it impossible to reach her. So instead, I decided to just collect 16 moons and leave. Lake Kingdom was next and becomes a sort of safe haven in the run because if we make it dark like any other kingdoms, it looks like this. Nothing interesting ever happens in Lake Kingdom anyways, so moving on to Wooded. So Wooded Kingdom has to have one of my favorite aesthetics yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool looking. It looks exactly like I'm in Deep Woods. Oh, okay, I gotta actually play the game. I'd proceed to travel through the Sphinx Cave up to defeat the Piranha Plant and then towards Spewart, collecting moons along the way. Spewart turned out to be surprisingly difficult as you have to lure the heart out to the edge of the arena before going into attack. Not to mention having to manage the sanity meter slowly creeping down during the fight. I'd eventually beat him, collect a few more moons, and then challenge Wooded's final boss, Torque Drift. You do the entirety of this fight in a capture, so he ends up being a total pushover, and we beat him first try. From here, we head into Cloud Kingdom, where our friend Mario here is going to perform an exorcism. He'd grab his Bible, cross, boxing gloves, and then proceed to beat the ever-loving shit out of the heart. Using the punching gloves on the heart is enough to hold the spirits away for the remainder of the fight. This turns the fight into a pretty standard encounter with Bowser. It is a bit harder to block his hats through the fog, and we still have to maintain our sanity by picking up health, but given enough time, we're able to defeat Bowser and head to Lost Kingdom. Okay, I know I just said Wooded is my favorite looking kingdom, but I mean, look at Lost, look at how cool this is. I just need to like look around every kingdom at the start. Where's, oh, there it is. I should really know this by now. Anyways, for Lost Kingdom, we'll travel the back way around the kingdom to avoid Klepto, collecting moons while doing our best to stay just out of reach of that annoying heart. With the moon requirement at 10, it doesn't take long to finish the kingdom and start heading towards the next. We enter into a dark and stormy Metro Kingdom, which has to be one of my favorite kingdoms so far visually, and I know I keep saying that, but trust me, this one's really cool. We collect a moon on our way into City Hall and begin climbing through the interior of the tower. To finish this room, I have to play flawlessly because any one mistake is enough to have the heart catch up to me. Fortunately, after a couple of tries, I finish the room and head up towards the Mecha Wiggler fight. This fight is literally free because we don't have to worry about our sanity or heart while in a capture. I beat it on the first try, and in celebration, Pauline asked me to participate in a festival. No. The next few kingdoms, things start to get a little repetitive. I've already gotten really used to avoiding the heart mechanic, and Snow, Seaside, and Luncheon don't really do anything new with that challenge. Some of the environments look really cool with the new lighting, but that's basically it. I collected all the moons I needed and eventually headed towards Ruin Kingdom, where I could not have possibly been prepared for what was coming next. The Ruined Dragon fight is notorious in a lot of challenge rooms. The fight essentially works as a long auto-scroller, so whatever extra challenge you have to deal with is constantly berating you as you wait. In the case of horror mode, this means I have to maintain the sanity meter while constantly running around and avoiding the killer heart. Any bonk or bit of damage will immediately result in a death, and there were only 4 bits of health scattered throughout the arena to reset sanity, giving me limited time. Essentially, I had to play perfectly. This could very well be the hardest challenge in the run. My first attempt, I would have died attacking the dragon. If the heart was too close when I went for the ground pound, I was guaranteed to die, meaning I had to run away from the heart and get some distance before going for a hit. It'd take a few attempts, but eventually I'd get my first hit and make it to phase 2. In that same attempt, I would make it all the way to phase 3. All I need to do is one more hit to finish the fight. This was a bad idea. No, I was so close. I just had to bong. My God, this fight sucks. It'd take a few more deaths to make it that far again, but this time I was smart enough to be careful and avoid the bonk. I didn't have enough time to clear all the swords off the dragon's head, so I'd have to wait out another cycle. Fortunately, I still had 2 more health pickups to reset the sanity meter, meaning as long as I played the fight safe, it was almost guaranteed I'd win. That's fine, that's fine. We still have time. The meter's about to run out again, but I can fill it back up. No, come on. I was so close. All right, whatever. I'm only slightly annoyed that I keep dying 4 minutes in the fight, but at least it was a sign I was getting close. I die again and again, but it was all necessary to build up to getting the eventual perfect fight. Attempt 15. I finally made it to phase 3. I cleared out all the swords and all that was left was to ground pound the dragon's head, and I had finally done it. This was painful, but thankfully it'd all be downhill from here. I confidently headed into Bowser's Kingdom. It'd be tricky to navigate, but nothing too bad until I reached the Harriet and Topper fights. I started with Harriet. I was immediately on a time limit. Since there was no health to collect in the fight, I had no opportunity to refresh my meter. I would have to beat the fight as fast as I could. So I think Harriet's actually gonna be like really freaking hard. Also, I can barely see the ground. It's so dark. All right, come on. I need to get every single hit here, or else oh no, I'm like literally about to start dying. Come on, yes, yes, yes. I'm going to die, but it's gonna count it. Oh my gosh, Topper's probably gonna be a similar issue. All right, that's 2 hits. A heart spawned, a heart spawned. I need to grab that. Yes! Yes! Just grab the moon, get me out of here. With both Harriet and Topper down, I could head up to Bowser's Kingdom to the final fight with Mecha Brutal. The fight looked terrifying, but since most of it's done in a capture, it was actually relatively easy. I'd cleared in 2 attempts and reached the final kingdom, Moon. The overworld here was terrifying. It was a void of darkness. I sort of just had to hope I was going the right way. I grabbed a moon to refresh my sanity meter and headed into Moon Cave. I platformed my way quickly through each challenge, collecting another moon to reset the meter, and eventually reached Madame Brutal. I had to be quick. By the time I reached the fight, I only had 3/4 of my sanity left. I wasn't sure if this would be enough, but I kept going anyways. By the last phase, I had run out, but I was still able to get the kill. Then I had just barely enough time to leave the room, barely surviving with 2 health remaining. Bowser was all that was left. I'd already beaten this fight before and knew what to do. After a quick exorcism, I killed the heart for good and was able to defeat Bowser. Since the rest of the run was in a capture, I'd have nothing to worry about. Or so I thought. As I made my way through escape, I noticed the heart was on my tail. I performed some evasive maneuvers and made it into the final room. I was worried I might fall because of the darkness, but I was miraculously able to knock down the 4 pillars. This was it. All right, the heart's coming. All right, I need to do this smart. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Come on, don't kill me, don't kill me. Make it, make it, make it, make it. No, I was so close! The heart killed me, and to make matters worse, it crashed the game. And to make matters even worse, I have to redo the entire Bowser fight. But I wasn't gonna give up. I beat Bowser again and keep trying at the escape sequence until finally. Yes! There it is! Oh, it's coming for me. Oh no. Oh, we did it. There it is. There we go. Oh.